Hi and welcome to another battle report. This is 2500 point between the Bretonnians and an Undead Legion army. To start with the Brett army list, we have the meeting engagement deployment, and fortunately the Undead player have to deploy first. So down in the right corner we have a Bretonnian Lord with the questing bow, insignia of the quest, Sword of Might, Virtue of Ideal, and a shield. Then we have 3 Pegasus Knights with a champion. Then we have 6 Realm Knights with Musician and champion. And we have a Treb behind that. In the house we have 10 Archer and the Prophetess of Heaven with the signature spell, 1 and the 4 the Thunderbolt and the Comet spell, and with 10 Skirmisher Archer. Then we have my BSB in front of that with the Vermin Lance, also riding a peg, and another Trap, a big block of 77 Peasants with a level 2 Lore of Undead, the one that you summon infantry and the one that you summon war machines and character and stuff. And I also have another level 2 with the spell scroll, with the one they summon cavalry and the Banshee Scream spell. And then I have 2 units of 3 Pegasus Knights with a champion. And for the vampire player, to the right 5 Tumble, 5 Hexray, then a unit of Skeleton Heavy Cab with his Master Necromancer in it, a level 4 with the Undead spell lore, with the Summon Monster, Summon Cav, Summon Swarm, and the Banshee Scream. Then 3 Chariot with a Standard, then 9 Black Knights with the BSB and a Vampire Killing Lord. Behind that 2 6-man units of Light Cab, then 5 more Hexray, 2 Felbats, a Black Couch, 5 more Wolves, another unit of Chariots, and finally 4 Blood Knights full command with Banner of Swiftness. And I also have the Green Knight that will show up later in the game. And the Undead goes first, and he don't really move very much. As you can see on this picture, we're doing the Dance of Death and see who will get off the shot, and that player will probably get a huge advantage. So in his magic phase he didn't get any spells off. I used my scroll to stop it. And in the shooting phase, his 3 Chariot in the left corner actually managed to kill one of my Peg Knights, but fortunately I passed my panic check and we are over for the Brett turn. Well, this is after the Brett first turn. As we start from the left, my Bretonnian Lord have charged 5 direwolves and have killed them. And not a lot more to say about this turn. I take 1 unit of peg to block the Blood Knights and pushes up my man-at-arm a bit. The other unit of peg just fly around out of sight of the Blood Knights. Green Knights show up on that hill. 1 Treb misfire and the other Treb lobs a rock and it scatters off the Black Knights and kill a Chariot instead, and magic didn't do anything. So that's the Bretonnian first turn. So this is after Vampire counts first turn. He still keeps his distance away. He uses his direwolf to block Green Knights from basically doing anything next turn, and pushes his Hexray to hopefully take care of Green Knights. And his Blood Knights charge my pegs, and actually the only thing he didn't need to roll was a double 6 for the overrun to make it into that man-at-arms unit, and he rolls a double 6 and he's in. Otherwise he uses his 2 Felbat. We're supposed to block the man-at-arms from charging, but now they basically doesn't do anything at all. And magic didn't do anything in the shooting phase. Some men-at-arms die, but nothing more than that. Well, for Bretonnian turn, Green Knight charged the Direwolf and easily kills them, and I managed to summon a unit of a 10 Skeleton Warrior to block both the Black Couch and the 3 Chariot unit. In the combat with the Men-at-Arms versus the Blood Knight really misses a lot. I challenged with my Damsel against the Blood Knight, and the Blood Knight did 2 wounds. I rolled a 5 and a 6 on my ward, so I survived. I think the Blood Knight killed like only 1 peasant or something like that, and the peasant managed to kill 1 in return, and the peasant won. And there now is only 1 Blood Knight left. In the magic I have a real dominance, and you can see in the middle of the skeleton army there's a star, and that's a comet I managed to get through. And his heavy cav unit is pretty hard wounded because I managed to land a trap on it and kill all but 1 of the heavy cav, and his master necromancer suffer a wound, and the other wound he suffered from the silver mirror dispel scroll. And my BSB flies up and he uses his flaming lance to kill 2 of his hex ray. And well, that's basically it for the Bretonnians' second turn. So for the Vampire Count's turn 3, he starts by moving his hex ray a bit closer to the right flank to make Green Knight have a pretty hard charge to get to them. His chariot moved out of the arc of the Pegasus Knights. The Black Couch killed the skeleton and overrun and rolls double 6, so we now beautifully open its flank for my Man-at-Arms. His Master Necromancer moves into a unit of skeleton horse archer, and his heavy cav just move out of sight of my Bretonnian Lord. His 3 remaining hex ray moves through my BSB and only managed to do 2 wounds to it. And in this turn he didn't get any magic thing through at all this time either. And shooting, he tried to shoot my BSB, but he failed and didn't do much at all. And as you can see, he's missing some units because he's Felbat, and his chariot slams into my Man-at-Arms because I'm only leash 7 steadfast, and that is easily failable. And 1 of his chariot dies from dangerous terrain, charging through that forest in the middle. I roll fear test and fail it, but he really didn't do much. He killed like 4 or 5 peasants. The peasants do 2 wounds to the chariot, does 2 wounds to the Felbat. My Man-at-Arms champion is in a challenge with his Blood Knight champion, and the Blood Knight champion eat the Man-at-Arms champion up alive, but that's it. And all of his units just crumble away and dies. So that's Vampire Count's turn 3. So for Bretonnian turn 3, we start with Green Knights, and he charged his 5 hex ray, and well, even though I rolled a 10 attacks, I didn't do a single wound on them, and they strike back. They did 2 wounds to Green Knight and kill him outright. my man-at-arms flank charge the black couch and kill it thanks to combat res. Nobody did anyone at all. His black couch actually tried to kill my damsel but rolls 2-1 to ruin it, and I overrun and it's just in front of his chariot, which if I can hold next turn from his chariot charge, I can charge them in the rear with my peg knights. And in the medic phase I managed to get off ice shard on his hex ray, which I have already charged with my 6 realm lands, basically just to hold them up. And I know I probably will get charged in the flank by his black knights, but it's basically a redirecting maneuver to get his black knight's attention. And my VSP gets a fail charge on his master necromancer unit, and it's pretty close to the comet, and the comet goes off in the medic phase, and it rolls a 1 for a distance, so it didn't even hit him. And otherwise the trap that could fire actually kills 6 of his scouts, so his master necromancer is once again totally alone. Well, that's what's happened in the Bretonnia turn 3. This picture is actually after both the Bretonnian and the Undead players turn 4. So for the Undead turn 4, his Black Knight charge into my realm lands and, well, easily kills them. His Vampire Lord just go apeshit and kill everyone, and then they reform to face my trap. And well, his chariot slams into my men-at-arms. I did fail my fear test, and he killed some. I managed to kill a chariot, I think, and I actually win the combat by 1, and he crumbles a bit. And his magic didn't do anything at all, and I think I used the second scroll this turn. So for the Bretonnian turn 4, my Peg Knight charge his chariot in the back and kill them. I think a trap land a rock on his Master Necromancer head because he was alone, and I killed that one. And for other notes, I get off a unit of Skeleton Archer to try to shoot down his heavy cav, but it was precisely out of range to actually do any damage to that one. And well, that's basically turn 4. And oh yeah, his 5 light cav actually managed to kill my battle standard bear. So for the Undead turn 5, his Black Knight unit charged the trap and kills it and reform. He tried to get off the signature Lord of Undead spell, but I dispelled it. His heavy cav goes hiding behind that hill. His hex ray tried to move towards my lord. His big hex ray unit and scout unit just move backward away from the Bretonnia Lord and the Pegasus Knight. And well, that's basically it for his turn. So for Bretonnian turn 5, not much happened. I get off a Thunderbolt on his lone Hex-Ray and kills it. My Skeleton Archer managed to kill one of his light cav, and basically I just moved closer towards him. Green Knights didn't revive himself, and I give him a charge with his Hex Rate against my lord. I think my odds are pretty good to actually beat them, even though they get off the charge. And well, this is after turn 6. So for the Vampire counts turn 6, his Vampire Lord charge the traps and kill it. His Hex Ray tried to charge my lord, but they failed it. and his magic, I dispelled it, and that's it for his turn 6. For the Bretonnian turn 6, well, the Bretonnian Lord and a Pegasus Knight unit charge his X-Ray, and even though I failed a fear test with both of them actually, my Bretonnian Lord managed to kill 2 of them. They didn't do anything. They do a wound to my Bretonnian Lord, but I have a flank, I have a charge, and I have 1 more wound on him, and I break him. The other Pegasus Knight charge the light cav and wipe them out, and I try to shoot arrows and thunderbolts and everything on his Vampire Lord, but it's no use, it survived. And that's the game. It ended up being a big victory for the Bretonnian player, because he only have his Vampire Lord, his Black Knight unit, and his BSB and Heavy Cav left, and what he takes out of me is my small unit of Realm. He took my Trebs, he took a unit of Pegasus Knights, and my Battle Standard Bear, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. See you.